Yes, I did makeup for you. Well, that, and I've got to go to the store later. And I was like, I'll put a heart on my face. And then, like, because what I was using was this crayon I'd gotten for Halloween makeup. It was just kind of there. And it was like, I'm not going to draw. And I was like, please draw. And it was like, you. So that was my adventure in makeup today. I think the heart might be a bit too much. I don't know. I don't, if you know me, you know that I don't really like a lot of clutter, a lot of clutter makeup, a lot of clutter jewelry. It's just not my thing. I'm kind of minimalistic. So I'm thinking the heart's an overstatement. I might take it off. Anyway, I'm back already. I know, right? I go through these phases. I'll do like a lot of videos, and then I'll putting on that in case you want to know. And then I won't. It's because either I have a lot of activity or I don't. I don't ever seem to have an in between. And I've got an audition coming, so it's like and kind of bummed because last night I auditioned to narrate this book about the MK Ultra element in Hollywood, which is a topic that I find dear and dear to my heart. And I told them, I was like, the fact that I care about this topic would communicate very well into the narration, because when you can communicate that this topic's important to people that you want to, listen, that's a good way to get them to listen. And I didn't get the part. I'm guessing because it was male or female, and when it comes to the topics that I choose, people tend to want a male voice. Thanks a lot, Leonard Nimoy! And God bless Leonard Nimoy, but people want that male voice now, when it comes to topics, instead of my scratchy female voice. Anyway, I got another thing in the mail today, and this is also from SwapaCD, which I had talked to you about yesterday, but neglected to leave the link down below, so I will try to remember down below if you're interested. And I remembered not to open it, and so I'm basically doing this so that you guys can see what I forgot to show you last time. SwapaCD. Now, if you haven't come across my channel or you didn't see the last video, basically SwapaCD is this really cool thing online that I discovered when I was looking for outlets to sell some of the Celtic CDs that I had inherited for the online shop, which I will link below. And of course, now is the time to have an asthma attack, and I don't seem to have my inhaler nearby. I always forget it. I'm so dumb. But anyway, you join up and you put up the CDs that you would like to trade, and people make a request for that CD, and when you mail it to them, you get a point, and you use those points to make requests for CDs that somebody else has up for trade to mail to you. And they have like a grading system and everything. And when you ship it out, you ship it through SwapaCD, and they have like two ways. They do it one where you don't spend any money and you mark it shipped and you get your thing. But if you buy the postage through them, you get the credit immediately as soon as you hit shipped, which I'm going to buy the postage to them because I don't go to the post office very often at all, mostly because I'm stuck at home without a vehicle a lot. So I do a lot of shipping from home. But also because that's kind of like yeah, you can see I bought the shipping. I'm not lying. I really am shipping out the CD. And then when you receive the CD, like I just did for this one, you mark it shipped, you mark it received, and you leave comments. So we're going to open this package now because I'm not sure which CD this is. I had requested a few. Yesterday it was a Nine Inch Nails CD that I have to make a correction. I had said it had been stolen from me, and then I was cleaning out some old boxes because there's like a lot in this house that still needs to be set up after all these years because that's just the way it works. I'm opening it, and I'm gonna I'll stop because I gotta explain that to newcomers as well. And I found the tape, or at least the shell of the tape. So I might be misremembering that it was the Nine Inch Nails CD that got stolen, because what happened is back then there were a lot of people around me that I had met through my ex-husband, and you're going to gather he's the reason why he's an ex. And they would take advantage of my goodwill. And one of them had said, can I borrow these CDs? And, where I come from, you can loan and you know, you give back, and there was an element of trust with your friends, and these people were just really nasty, backstabbing, horrible people. And they took advantage of my goodness more often than should have been, and that was my naivety there. But she never returned the CDs. And I remember who she was, and I remember her face, and I remember her name, and I can remember telling her, I really would like my CDs back now, please. It's been months. And it was, oh, I lost them. At the time, I was like, right. 20 years later, I'm like, right. I would never loan anything to her again. I don't recommend you guys loan her the air you breathe. No. So I might have been misremembering, and I was remembering having the CD when I probably had the tape, or maybe I had both, but I just want to make that correction because, yeah. So with SwapaCD, when you mail out a CD, they have this wrapper that you print, and you can see where the person printed the wrapper. And the last CD that came to me didn't have a case, but it did come with the sleeve, the CD inserts and the CD itself. And they had taken cardboard and wrapped it in the cardboard, and it had transported very well. So this one with the wrapper that they had done, I can see where they sent me the case, and we're going to examine the wrapper first. They wrote media mail on it, very smart. If this were a tape, I also would have written do not scan, but I haven't found a swap a tape thing yet. Not that I have a lot of tapes to swap. The tapes I have are rare collectibles, like really rare collectibles, because the field community normally only put out like maybe 1,000 an album or something. I have some tapes by Meg Davis actually, and once they're gone, they're gone. She on her blog, on her online blog, she even said there will be no more. So I don't think I can take this wrapper apart so that you can see what they did. They taped it up pretty good. They made sure this sucker was not coming apart. I'll tell you what. Media mail subject to inspection right there. I think I'm lucky they didn't inspect it. I might not have gotten my product because they would have had to open it to inspect it. In case you don't know about that, media mail is normally a lower rate, so you can't send like personal stuff. If you're doing media mail, you're going to stick to media, which is tape, CDs, DVDs, books. I don't know if catalogs are part of it, but you can't send like letters or anything, you know, that would be considered communication. You can't like tuck it in with the media mail either. If you get inspected, you're going to be in trouble. Well, I don't know about trouble. Maybe they'll like force you to pay first class rate if it's a package. I don't know. So I'm trying to see, and it's just basically the instructions that came when they printed the thing. So nothing's in there that I can show you. And if you do swap a CD, I guess you'll get to see yourself. So now we're going to see the CD. Da, 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 da. Yes, it's another 9-inch nails. This is another one I used to have that didn't make it to me now. But I can't say if this one was stolen. Most likely on this one, because what happened is my house was robbed too by, he knows I figured it out. He was this guy that pretended like he wanted to date me, but I knew better. And I kept telling him go away. And basically what he was doing is he was using the pretext of trying to date me to get my schedule down. And then one Monday morning I went to work, and the guy that came to my house to fix something came by work to tell me that I had been completely robbed. And the most horrible thing about that was that he took the children's toys. I had small children at the time, and he took the children's toys. And he knows I figured it out, but he made sure he didn't have anything in his home. And I had made it clear to him that I didn't care if he was my grandma. If I ever got the evidence, his ass was in jail. But lucky for him, the police were corrupt in that area at the time. Okay, so the person thoughtfully wrapped the CD in a sandwich bag to protect it. That was pretty cool. That, you know, I have done things similar. So now we're going to check out the CD. The case seems to be in pretty good case. Now, I imagine you're not going to always get cases and stuff that are in this good condition. you can request. So on the grade, there's like one I requested that said it doesn't have the inserts, just the CD. If you have a CD to swap that the case and inserts is not in good condition, they tell you to say that you don't have the inserts. So I'll see what I get when it finally arrives. But this is exciting. I mean, this is in really good condition. You know, I don't think I had this particular one. So this is doubly exciting for me. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Oh, I can just hug it and name it George. But I'll let you see. And that came from SwapaCD. Yeah. Yeah. I'm expecting a Sisters of Mercy. Which Sisters of Mercy is one of the ones that I hear on the goth radio when I play it. Because, like, if I'm taking a shower or something, I'll turn on the streaming goth radio. And I really love Sisters of Mercy, but it's one of the things that I never could get my hands on. So it's like, this is a new age. And somebody else, SwapaCD, just happened to have one up. So I requested it. I'm expecting it. I'm all excited. You don't have to send the CD if it's been requested incidentally. You can say, I don't have this to send. I know I had to do that for one CD. It disappeared from where I was keeping it for some strange reason. So, but yeah. This came from SwapaCD. Now, mind you, the CDs that I am swapping are still in their original factory wrapping because they're CDs that came to me as store stock. But for whatever reason, I wasn't able to list them on Amazon. And with the whole COVID situation and the fact that there aren't that many Celtic affairs where I am at, it just seemed like a more positive thing to put them up for SwapaCD to people who would appreciate them and get a return back that way. So, you know, and the agreement with the items, I do have to state, was that part of the proceeds would go to charity. And so I'm still paying charity on these. So basically I'm buying my own CDs so I can put them on SwapaCD so I could get worth it. Worth it. Anyway, one last look because I'm so happy. And then I'm going to put this in and play. Yay! You know what, guys? There are a lot of bands and stuff I missed over the years because I was isolated in the woods or whatever. I think you guys are getting a hint of what I like, right? Now, when it comes to Filk, I am definitely interested in Filkers, especially if they have CDs they want to put in my shop, because the shop is mostly Filk. And as much as I would love to have a goth music arm that's just hard to get a hold of, it's not like, you know, there's a lot of independent, because I'm only going to deal with independents if I can help it, goth artists out there that even know none of them know I exist. And I do, and same thing with, I would like a pagan music section. I've already got a small pagan section started on the shop, actually. But I'm also very picky. I'm not going to just accept anybody, sorry. You know, if it's music that I don't normally want to hear, you know, I'm not normally going to put it up. There's a lot of reasons for that. Some of it's space, some of it's the ability to peddle the music, because I want to be able to talk about the music. And since we're just a small operation, this means I can be picky and choosy. So, you know, but when it comes to SwapaCD and myself, I'm open to suggestions. I think you guys know what I like at this point. I like good folk music. I like folk music. And I like this. I know that there's a folk goth band that plays an hour south of me. I've yet to hunt them down. I'm open to your suggestions is what I'm rambling to say. So give me things to look for and learn about. I may already know about the band. I may need reminding the band exists. Or I might go, ooh, new thing. Let me know. I'm going to go now. Yeah.